Lance now on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a sight that 49er fans like. George Kittle catching a pass for a first down. Remember, he only played in 8 games in 2020, but he was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2018, 2019. They're hoping he can regain his all-pro form this season.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. This defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And
trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. This defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. On play action, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he works free. And all the way down to the 26. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mitchell again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a give right side. It's Patterson.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back. They like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Cordarrelle Patterson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
The 49ers traded up to snag Brandon Ayuk at pick 25 in the 2020 draft out of Arizona State. He was in and out of the lineup a little bit in his rookie year, only played in 12 games, but was awfully productive when he was out there with 60 catches. And there's another one, this time for a 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this. First half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And Lance now to throw. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The kick by Gold is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And the Niners get there and bring him down. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Right side caught by Jackson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They run with Patterson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
49ers 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
From the 25 on second down, Lance. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Patterson on the carry. Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Second down and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Now a give, right side. Patterson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for the Niners.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. This one left side caught by Patterson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a give right side. It's Patterson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Cordarrelle Patterson. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The Lance going to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Lance. Able to complete this one to McLeod.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Here's Patterson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. 137 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Once more, they turn to Patterson, running right through him, and they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Patterson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Crosby for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Throwing now is Lance. And now here is another, and a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know,